there are a lot of people who would think that, you know what, it's a family business. I don't want it to go, outside of the family. I don't want another person to come in. Did you have any of those feelings, or did you think that this was just her own decision to join you, like ma'am said?
No, Isha chose to join us, and we are very lucky to have her with us. She's qualified to be what she is doing for, you need, that's a very important criteria. As you said, it's not about family business and it's so convenient for the family. They have to manage and run the business. Yeah. So today, organizations are also looking at professionally also succession plan is, planned.
Yeah.
Depending on what is the skill set, competence, capability of the child, if she can take it, he or she can take it forward. So in that, yes, Isha certainly qualifies to be the next gen leader.
I agree with everything that was said, because I feel like I'm in that beginning phase of I've just come back. It's been a year since I've come back into work, but I definitely understand what you said, because I think when I was younger, I watched them start everything, grow it. So there was, things being in the family already, and then things that they started afresh. So watching that as a kid, you think that that's exactly what I also need to do when I grow up. I can't just take what they've given. I also have to start in the beginning, and I also have to grow it up and have the same success story that they had. So I think it was also a mix of stubborn, like you're just a little stubborn, being like, no, I also have my own skills. I also have my own thing. I'll set my own pace. So I literally wanted to go to the US for college simply because I'm like, no one knows who I am there.
Yeah.
So, no one will say you're your mother's daughter or your father's daughter, or because of that we're taking you. Like, it's completely a fresh slate. They take me for me or they drop me for me.
Yeah.
So after going there and kind of getting more of a confidence, I think you need to know that difference between, are my parents saying this because they're my parents, or am I genuinely talented and smart and, all of these things. So I think once you get that confidence for yourself, I knew that I was really passionate about what we were doing back at home. I just refused to look at it because I was scared that that would mean that I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
I needed to know that I was making that choice of coming back because I understood the responsibility that came with it, the weight that came with it, because now everyone's going to compare me with my mom, with my dad, with, oh, we see you doing so much and we didn't expect this, so we expect, the judgment is always there. Yeah. So I think once I felt like, okay, no, I feel like I could do it justice and I feel like I could bring something new into the organization, I chose to come in, and that obviously had its own set. Even after you make that decision, you come in and you grow up calling a couple of the higher management people uncles when you're kids.
Yeah.
And now these uncles are working beside you, and you can't have them call you Ishama, or, you have to break that personal relationship, say that can be outside the office. Now inside, I need to feel heard, I also need to respect you and have a professional setting. So it was very different coming in, and I think it was, for them also, this small girls coming in, shaking the boat a little bit, and they don't really like it very much. So it was a learning curve on both sides, but I think slowly I also decided I wanted to come from the bottom up. Like, I came in as an employee, I was a salesperson because that's what I was doing in the US, so I said, exactly what you would give me for my credentials, let me get that here. While I'm taking up that role, let me also go into each team, see where I can maybe add a little value and slowly come in, because that's the only way the team's going to accept me. And I think this past year has been a wonderful foundation and learning block, because it's a difference between hearing it in the dinner table and hearing it in person. And seeing it in person has been wonderful and intimidating and, beautiful. So I think now it's just taking that responsibility, but also knowing I need to add value wherever I can and take it one step at a time.
One thing very particular about Isha, she doesn't want to feel entitled ever. So she gels with the colleagues, and she's more with the team than she wants to be one of the team, and not to be associated as management or nothing. She would never. She doesn't want to be addressed as chairman's daughter or managing director's daughter.